it's been years in the entrepreneurial journey, and I thought I should share with my community and with the people that are listening to me the reasons why I didn't go for job hunting after my NYC, the reasons why I never thought finding a conventional job was a thing for me after my NYC. You see, I grew up in a family where my mom and my dad were both civil servants. And at some point in my life, I thought they had the best job ever. I thought they were living a good life until when I was moved to a particular secondary school when my parents saw that it was necessary for me to move from the commercial school where I was schooling to a private school where I can learn and where I can get to broaden my horizon in the things I was taught in school. So from my secondary school, I noticed that something was off. There was something different about me and every other person. Most of the friends I had, their parents were business people, and during visiting days, their parents always came with big bags to see them in school. But my own case was different. Nobody actually brought big bags for me. Yes, my parents tried, but no matter what they did, it wasn't as compared to the other guys. So I started asking questions. And I noticed that there was so much inequality in this private school that I went to. Now, the kids that were living the life, that were having so much money to spend, that were buying things at canteens, doing different things. I asked the question, what is your dad doing for a living? What are your parents doing? And most of them will say, my dad is a businessman, my mom is a businesswoman. This. So from there, I began to notice that business people actually had more money than civil servants, and they had the freedom, they had the time to come visit their kids at school. But my own case wasn't like that. My parents never really had money to throw around or to give us so we can have excesses to spend at canteens and other things. So from there, that wasn't the end of it. Hi, my name is Ukobo Akpan, and if you're new in this channel, lest I forget, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel if you want to keep listening to us. Okay, so back to the story. So I noticed that during visiting days, parents would bring things for their kids. And my own was different. My own case was different. And these parents who were businessmen could pay the school fees on time. But my own parents will always wait and they'll tell me at the end of the month, once the month ends, there was something not right. Something wasn't right. Was it that there's something that the parents of those other guys that were businessmen, the parents of those other guys that were businessmen knew that my own parents did not know? I mean, these guys had holidays. They had so many things. But my own parents who were civil servants, couldn't give me that life. And I thought to myself, if I ever want to do something in this life, if I ever want to be anything, maybe I don't want to be a civil servant. From that point, my mindset changed um, about being a civil servant and going to look for jobs. It didn't end there. I also noticed that most times my mom will complain. She will complain about her job. She will complain about how they are being owed salaries. She will complain, 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 complain. Sometimes it will be 2 months, 3 months, and the salaries won't come in. And life was difficult. Life was difficult. So I saw all of this as a child. I saw it. And I told myself, see, if I'm growing up, if I'm going to be a man, this will never be my portion. And right from that moment that I made that decision, I started looking for small things to do that can put money in my pocket apart from the ones that my parents would give me. So whenever they gave me money, I started my first business in school. I'll call it an illegal business. Yeah, it wasn't really illegal. It was, but in the school setting, it was illegal because we were told that no student should lend money to other students. So I started the first business which I did in school. Whenever they gave me money, whenever my parents gave me pocket money, we used to call it pocket money, I will not use it. I will lend it out to one of those kids that were from rich homes. I'll lend it out to them. I'll give them like 500 to return 700. They will get it because they're always spending in the canteen. And they'll still take me to the canteen and buy things for me. So basically, I was living off their money while they still paid me for it. So sometimes if I'm given maybe 1,000 naira pocket money, I will share it, I'll split it into different places. Give like 300 naira to return 500, 400 naira to return 600, 800 naira to return 1,000. I did like that. Some of those monies that I gave out, some never came back, some did. And whenever they came back, I will always lend it out again. So at the end of the term, I'll have so much money with me. I'll have more than I was ever given at home. And I still didn't spend my money. And it was as if these guys were living at my own mercy because they will spend their money. So they will always have to do things to make sure they're at peace with me because they know that once they finish spending their money, I used to be like the lender of the last resort, like the CBN, the CBN guy. So most of them felt I was rich. They felt I came from a rich home. They felt that I used to have so much money. But it wasn't about having so much money. It was just about me using my head. It was just about me thinking because I understood the situation. And each time I was about leaving the house, my mom would say that Sutiemi, do you now for okay, but so it simply means remember how everything was at home and be very careful now that you are going back to school. Be diligent, be very diligent with whatsoever you are doing. Pay attention to whatsoever you're doing and be smart, be wise. So I always listen to such as my dad will tell me, whatever I'm doing right now, you see how much I suffer. My dad was the school was expensive. It was, I think, one of the most expensive private schools then in my state. And my dad was paying for me. They were paying for me to be a student at the NCI. It wasn't easy. I saw it. I saw their struggles. I saw how much they needed to struggle just to send me to that school. So I decided I was never going to be a civil servant. Fast forward to the current time. I finished my NYC and I had learned different skills. I had acquired different skills. And even while I was doing my NYC, I was using the skills that I had learned before during the small waiting time that I had because I wasn't really posted immediately for NYC. So I used my skills to make money. So once I was out of NYC, I was already touching money. I was already seeing money. I was already seeing money, so there was no need for me to go to look for conventional employment or to look for employment anyway. So I never really did the whole job hunting stuff because I had skills. I acquired enough skills because I knew I didn't want to be like my parents. I knew I didn't want to be like the civil servants. And that's why I'm not against being a civil servant. Being a civil servant is good. But then, but then, it didn't look sustainable for me. So I had to take a different route for my life. I had to choose a different path. And I understand the reality of being me. So and I know that I may not actually fit because I like the free lifestyle. I like just waking up and not having to be answerable to so many people for any reason. I like being a free man, okay? I didn't really see my parents having that freedom. They were always stressed. They were always coming back complaining. They were owed salaries and all of that. So I didn't want to go through that stress. And that is why I decided I was going to be an entrepreneur. And here we are today. This is me sharing my story with you. I don't know why you decided to be an entrepreneur. And if you've not decided where yet, or if you think the conventional job is your option, let me know in the comment section. And if you became an entrepreneur, let me know what your story is. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to know what your motivation is. So my motivation was that I never wanted to be a civil servant and I never wanted my money to be dependent on anybody paying me. I didn't want it to be coming at the end of the month. I wanted something better for myself. I wanted more. I wanted to be great. I wanted to spend my money at will. I wanted to be able to make money and be free. Being free is the most important thing I really needed in my life. So I never really went for any job hunts, and I still do not have anything against people who went for job hunts and got the jobs. I mean, some of them are doing better than myself, some of them are not doing better than myself. It's all a process. I decided to grow my own business and to do small businesses, which is why I encourage you. You may not have the conventional job, but you have something little around you that you can do to bring financial freedom to you. Just do it. Just do it. You are not alone. I am your brother in the struggle. My name is Ukovo Akpan. I am the rich son of a classroom teacher, a civil servant. And this is me sharing my entrepreneurship journey, my entrepreneurial journey with you, and my motivation why I started in the first place. Let me know in the comment section what you feel and what motivated you. And please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as I promise you that I'll be bringing more content related to businesses and small businesses and things that can improve your thinking, improve your mentality about small businesses and businesses in general. And I'm saying a lot of and. I think I'm talking too much. So let's know what you think in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel, like, share, and turn on the notification. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.